Here we go. We back. I'm excited. Just got bounced out of the playoffs. 7-game series. We pushed the Phoenix Suns to the edge without our breakout playoff star, Anthony Simons. He went down in game 3, game 4. And we still prevailed and pushed it to being one stop away from being in the second round against the Los Angeles Lakers. So, what that does for us in this series is it changes everything that I said at the trade deadline when I talked about having a top 5 pick, wanting a top 5 pick, throwing out names like Jabari Smith and everything like that. First and foremost, let's talk about that. We will not get our pick because it goes to the Bulls. It was lottery protected, so we lose that pick. But we do get our pick from the Lakers during that Grizzlies trade that we gave up C.J. McCollum to the Memphis Grizzlies. In return, we got the Lakers first round pick, so we do have that. And we also have the Boston Celtics first round pick in the Damian Lillard trade. So we still have 2 first round picks. Won't be lottery picks, won't be anything high, but it's still something we can work with. And what I did was I took a look at the prospect scoutings and I put together me a draft board. And we have in total around 19 prospects that I'm eyeing and I'm looking at that will be in a realistic range for us. So right now when I go to the mock drafts, it tells me that our 2 picks that we got are going to be at 22, which is the Lakers pick that we inherited. And then at 28 is the Celtics pick that we get. And when I look at the range between the mock boards and the big boards and everything like that, it tells me that Kennedy Chandler is a point guard who has an opportunity to be in that range. Jabari Walker from Colorado is a power forward. Keegan Murray, Caleb Houston, Kendall Brown. These are guys that are just a wide range of areas and ranges where they could be drafted. You see Caleb Houston, Draft Express says he's the 31st best player in the draft on their board. But then 2K has him 14th, and then NBA.com has him 13th. So it's all over the place. But I'm just trying to gauge guys who could realistically be there when we draft at 22 and 28. A couple things that are on my mind when I think about the roster when we go into the offseason, whether it's the draft, free agency, the point guard position. My priorities going into the offseason is to bring back some of these guys. Jalen Brunson, as you can see, 1-year deal, $1.8 million left on that contract. He's going to go into free agency. We got to retain him and make sure we bring him back. Also, when you look at Anthony Simons, who's hurt, same situation. He was on the last year of his deal, making $3.94 million. Both of those guys are going to want more money and deserve a raise, so we're going to do that for them and make sure that we try to bring them back in any way possible. And then after that, I believe everything else is copacetic and good. But we got to get a backup point guard for Jalen Brunson because the lineup that we're going to move with going forward is going to be Jalen Brunson at the 1, Anthony Simons at the 2, Jaylen Brown at the 3, Brandon Clark at the 4, and then Robert Williams is going to be our 5. So during the draft and free agency, we want to make sure, obviously, if there's any way to get a superior, really good player, we're going to get them no matter what position they play. But going into the offseason, a backup center for Robert Williams because Tristan Thompson won't be on this roster and Dwight Powell will be on the last year of his deal. And then a backup 4 because Herman Gomez will be gone. Greg Brown is a project. And then Trendon Watford from LSU is also a young player who probably won't crack the rotation. Small forward, we have Jaylen Brown. We have Zion Williams, potentially bringing back Jared Culver. I doubt it, but potentially. So we do have 2 small forwards. And then we have 2 shooting guards with Taylor Horton-Tucker being our 6th man behind Anthony Simons. So that's 4 rotational wings that we have. So that leads us to the point guard position when we need a backup as well. So point guard, power forward, and center are going to be our main focuses outside of retaining and bringing back our guards in Jalen Brunson and Anthony Simons. And then when we get to the draft, we'll be looking to fill the holes. Same thing with free agency. I told you guys it's going to be about trying to sign veterans that have value so that we can play, compete, but also when it comes to the free agency, the trade deadline of next season, we want to be able to be in a position to flip those valuable vets for any type of draft capital assets or any young player like we just did in this past season. So we're going to simulate the second round. CJ and the Grizzlies sweep the Warriors in 4. Phoenix wins the second round against the Lakers in 5. So CJ McCollum is in the Western Conference Finals. And then we have the Bulls beating the Bucks in 5 games. And then the Hawks sweeping the Raptors, who upset Damian Lillard and the Boston Celtics And now let's see if CJ McCollum is going to play in the NBA Finals. He won't. CJ McCollum and the Grizzlies losing 7 games to the Phoenix Suns, who will be facing the Chicago Bulls in the NBA Finals. And a 2 7-game series in both conference final matchups. Very exciting. And the Chicago Bulls win the championship. Shout out to my boy Kenny King in the fourth quarter. Nikola Vucevic averaged 18 points, 9.5 rebounds, 4 assists, almost 2 steals, a block, 45% from the three-point line, and 46% from the field. So the Chicago Bulls are your NBA Finals champions in my league, my NBA, whatever you want to call it. Some notable names retiring. Nobody from our team, so we're fine. Udonis Haslem finally calls it a wrap. Greg Popovich retires. Hall of Fame inductees, LeBron James. He's not even retiring, and he's already in the Hall of Fame. So that's good to see. Jersey retirements. LeBron gets number 6 and 23 retired from Miami and Cleveland. Now here's the draft lottery. Nothing that we have to look forward to, but it's going to confirm that we are drafting at 23 via the Los Angeles Lakers, and then at 28 via the Boston Celtics. So, staff signing, I believe everything should be good with staff signing. Do we have to bring back anybody with our staff? Let's just make sure. Nah. Front office seems to be fine. Big man coach. These are guys that we'll look at. Shot doctor. We got Scott Brooks in there. Head scout. So we do need some scouting. The strength and conditioning coaches, and big man coach perimeter. We'll get those guys at the end of the offseason. But I do want to make sure we get a domestic scout and a foreign scout, because it's going to be important going into the draft. So the best scouts that we have. I'm a big badge guy when it comes to the scouts, so I got to make sure we don't get any scouts with any lazy badges or anything like that. It's trying to look for the highest grading scouts. Offense, defense, things like that. And in this sense, I'm kind of looking at basketball IQ as one of the main things and stars that I want to see, being able to find guys who can really, really play, and boom. And then the badge he has is the tie from the suit, which means he's tuned into the top prospects in the draft and got about a lottery picks faster. I mean, we would need that, but right now, since we don't have a lottery pick, I don't think that's super necessary. Let's see, who else do we have? This guy has the same thing. He's a foreign scout. This guy has some strong thing. He has a few badges. He has a circle, which is the target. This guy, he's careless, so we don't want that. And then he also is highly knowledgeable and effective when scouting North American prospects. I just don't like the laziness. We can't have laziness, man. We cannot have laziness. This guy has the other one, which is able to scout additional prospects. We're gonna get Sims. Let's get Sims. I like guys who are dedicated to the job. As far as foreign scouts, he has the Z's. He's lazy. We don't want carelessness or laziness at all when we're getting this scout. He has some potential. Jay Stevenson. And then what is the plan? What is the plan, y'all? What is the plan? Foreign scout. Okay, let's just grab him. We'll go there. And then sports medicine. These, again, this is stuff that we can handle a little bit later. We don't need it right now. We signed one of our guys. He's still mulling. So the Washington Wizards asks, do you want to allow it? No, we don't want. I want Scott Brooks to stay here and be our shot doctor. Sorry, Washington Wizards. You already had Scott Brooks. Yeah, we're not allowing that. You had. Why would you want to bring Scott Brooks back? No. How many times are they gonna ask? Damn. Draft combine. I think we can look at some of the guys. Kennedy Chandler. How well did he shoot? Where's the standing NBA 3, 19-25? Moving, he shot well. J.D. Davison, not so well. I want to see somebody. Andrew Nemhard. Shot the ball okay. JQ, not so well. And then what about the power forwards? Jabari Walker, 14 of 25. Some of the small forwards. Kendall Brown, 11 to 25. Whoa. Champagne, 9 to 25. That didn't seem right. Matthew Cleveland shot it well. Ousmane Dang shot it well. Caleb Houston, underwhelming for what I expected from him. Bryce McGowan's solid. Keegan Murray. Peyton Watson, 11 to 25. Okay. Pre-draft workouts. So I want to go through how many invites do we have. We have 11 invites. So point guard, power forward. I like Jokovic or Jovic instead of Jokic. Nikola Jovic. I like him as a potential forward that we could snag. I love Champagne, so that we can get Champagne. He's a versatile forward. Keegan Murray as well. Ousmane Dang, hopefully he could fall. And then centers, Mark Williams would be a good guy to eye, I think, realistically. Point guards, Kennedy Chandler, JD, Nembhard, Jordan Hall is going to be another guy I'm going to look at. Just potential second round picks like Jordan Hall and JQ Jelly, and then even Andrew Nembhard are very good for us to keep our eyes on. And then I'm gonna try Caleb Houston just in case there's some sort of way Caleb Houston falls. We have some type of history or information on him. I'm gonna send him to my pick, and then we'll look at what's been going on in the draft. We are up with the 23rd pick. We have 21 trade offers. We do not want to look at any. I do want to see what's happened over the draft. So Apollo went first overall to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pistons got Chet Holmgren, so they're pairing him and Cade Cunningham up. The Pelicans got Jaden Hardy, so Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson has an explosive scoring guard to add to that core. Jabari Smith Jr. went to the Timberwolves. Him and Karl-Anthony Towns in that front court. D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards in the back court. That's very, very nice. Thunder got Kendall Brown with the 5th overall pick. J.D. Davison went up very high, 6th overall to the Houston Rockets. He's going to be in there with Jalen Green and Christian Wood. Johnny Davis went 7th overall to the Spurs. They have another guard to add to that core. Jaden Ivey to the Magic with Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony. Ousmane Dieng went to the Mavericks. Okay, a nice small forward. So they have Luka, Norman Powell, Ousmane Dieng, Tim Hardaway Jr., Kristaps Porzingis. Wow, Hung Jung Lee went up. So this is the storyline of the draft. He went all the way to 10 with the Wizards. So that means some people are falling now. Some people are falling. A couple guys went higher than projected. Lee, Davison, both went extremely higher than projected. Jalen Duran goes to the Pacers. Benedict Mathurin goes to the 76ers. That's a very nice pick at 12th overall. 13th overall, Abaji from Kansas goes to the Kings. He went higher than projected. Patrick Baldwin Jr. to the Rockets. So the Rockets got Patrick Baldwin Jr. and J.D. Davison. That's very interesting. Kennedy Chandler goes to the Warriors. Dyson Daniels, a nice pick for New York. Caleb Houston to the Bulls, the champions. That's our pick. We would have Caleb Houston if the Bulls didn't own our pick. That's interesting. Johnny Juzang to the Raptors. Grizzlies get Keegan Murray. That replaces Brandon Clark. Gene Monteiro from the Overtime Elite. He goes to the Heat. AJ Griffin goes to the Grit and Grind with Keegan Murray. Those are nice 2 picks for them. Max Christie goes to the Nuggets. So they get another scorer and a shooter with Max Christie. And that means we have probably a few guys that are still available that probably have slipped in the draft. I just want to see who is still available that I'm not thinking about. Trying to think. There's a few guys. Okay, let's go position by position. So we have Hunter Salas, Ty Washington. See, that's why I was saying that I'm probably going to look at the point guard position for the 2nd round, because Jordan Hall and Nembhard, 2 guys that I like that I think will be available when we pick, even JQ Jelly in the 2nd round. Shooting guard position, Mojave King is still available. Trevor Keels, Jamie Jaquez from UCLA, Alan Flanagan, Tavion Kinsley, Terrence Shannon. I like Terrence Shannon a lot. Justin Powell. So there's a few guys. Even Marjan is still there. Julian Champagne is available. Peyton Watson is a guy that has max potential. And I think this would be a very interesting pick. Even though we have my guy, Zaire Williams. And then at the 4, Michael Foster. Jovic is there. Jovic is the guy that I wanted to be available. So that's interesting that he's there in this centers. Mark Williams. I'm gonna follow my heart. Jovic is a guy, he's a 6'10 guy that I think has some nice upside. 3-point scoring. Looks to be all right. We don't have too much information on him. They're saying his ceiling is all NBA type player. His floor is Serge Ibaka, knows how to help teammates. All right, we're going to take him. We're going to take him. And we're going to send him to our next pick at 28. Hopefully, we have some guys available that we still eyeing. And let's see the draft summary between those 5 picks at 23. We took Jovic. Then Ty went to the Knicks. The Knicks having a good draft. Bryce McGowan went to the OKC Thunder. Another nice pick. Damian Collins. The Thunder always get the nice picks. Jabari Walker to the Hawks is nice. And now we're back up. So a lot of guys we were eyeing and that we liked have gone. Peyton Watson is still available. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think Peyton Watson at this position, 28, falling this low, 19 years old, a lot of upside, a lot of potential. I would be a fool to pass up on him at 28. I think this is a prime position on, just taking the best player available without an extreme amount of potential. And then we'll go into the second round, which I think this is our last pick of the draft. And let's see if those point guards that I took. Well, Mark Williams is still available. That's extremely surprising. Mark Williams is still available. Okay. Point guards. Andrew Nembhard is still available. And Jordan Hall is still available. Anybody slipped out? Marjan Beauchamp from the G League Ignite. He's a guy that I think could have went earlier. Terrence Shannon, I'm surprised is still here. Those are 2 guys that I like a lot. Kadari Richmond, Harrison Ingram, Trace Jackson Davis, Rocco Percosson. So still some names out here. For me, man, this is tough. Feel like Andrew Nembhard is a nice pick. Same thing with Jordan Hall. Two guards, point guards with extreme size. I like bigger point guards, especially since we have Jalen Brunson, who's going to be a smaller point guard. I really like Mark Williams too. A 7-footer, can play inside and out. Him and Robert Williams could be a nice little 1-2 punch. But the one thing about the center position is I really want somebody on our roster who could space the floor in some type of capacity. And I know Robert Williams or Mark Williams will do that. The 2 Williams guys. So this is tough, man. This is tough. We got 62% scouted on it. Mark Williams. They're saying James Edwards, Brandon Wright can expect to grow a lot as he matures. A solid shot blocker, shows a lot of heart when rebounding, finds a way to get to the ball. Poor court vision, not the best change in directions. They're saying he averaged 14 and 8 with 3 blocks per game. Andrew Nembhard, 17 and 7, 39% from 3. Jordan Hall, 11, 2 rebounds, 31% from 3. I'm not liking the shooting numbers for Jordan Hall. I think I'm going to go Nembhard, man. We're going to go Nembhard. And I think that is... We have another pick. So let's see. Is Mark Williams still available now? No, he is not. Jordan Hall. Terrence Shannon is a guy that we would have to take. I think we can send him to the end of the draft. And that's the recap, man. That is the recap. The last few picks of the first round. The Bucks got Hunter Salas from Gonzaga. That's a nice pick. The Bulls got the big 7-1 guy. Wow. The Bulls had a nice draft for them to win the championship. Rookie signings. This is the tough part. Do I bring in Terrence Shannon or do I let him go and try to bring him in for a 2-way? That's 4 guys. How many guys do we have on roster? We have 1, 2, 3 guys that I know to come back for sure. 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8, 9, 10. So that would be 14 guys damn near. Do I want to bring them all back? Do I want to bring them all back? We would probably have to let Trent and Wofford go. That's probably what it would be. Letting Trent and Wofford go. Maybe even buying out Dwight Powell or just releasing them. But I think I am going to bring them all. I mean, what I could do, I could not sign Terrence Shannon Jr. and then sign him in free agency to a two-way. That's what I would like to do. But I'm going to just bring him on because I don't even want to take the chance of him wanting an extreme amount of money. Player options, we're going to decline them all. We don't want any of these guys. They can all go. We're happily going to take that money off the books. James Harden declined his player options, same with Bradley Beal and Kyrie Irving. I guess they are all free agents now. Not that it matters to us because we're probably not going to be in the play for them. Anthony Simons, give him a qualifying offer. Jalen Brunson, he's the first guy we need to talk to. He already has an offer from the Hawks for 1 year, $5 million. We're having dinner with Jalen Brunson. Hey, happy to be here, Mr. Spencer. Are you ready to talk contracts? Begin negotiation. Let's begin the negotiation. So, a 3-year, yes, I would love it. He wants a contract that is 3 years, around $40 million. I'm gonna see if we can get it towards like 37, 38. So that's giving him about 11 per 38. He said, let him think it over. Come on, Jalen Brunson. Don't let me down. So we got Jalen Brunson down. Now we have to make sure. Who else did I have to make sure I got back? I wanted Jalen Brunson. We gave Anthony Simons the qualifying offer. We're going to talk to him, though, because I would love to try to tie him up right now. And I'm going to ask him about the team style. How do you think our team style is and play what you're trying to do? I don't see that being an issue. My skills are perfect fit for what y'all are trying to do. Let's begin negotiation. He wants a 2-year contract of $22 million. How does that sound? So that would give him 11 per, if I'm not mistaken, right? If we gave him 2 years, $22 million, that's $11 million per year. Kind of the same thing annually as Jalen Brunson. If I add a 3rd year, what if I gave you that? What if I gave you a 4-year, $55 million deal? I want to tie him up, man. I really want to tie him. He just won Most Improved Player of the Year. If I could tie him up now for 4 years, I have to do 60, right? I got to do 60 because that's just too little. I don't want to disrespect him. 60 million. And then we can. I'm not saying yet. So everybody's going to say they're not saying yes, but they're not saying no. So off to a great start. I'm happy with those offers and what they're asking for. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Put our 2 guys back. That's 13. And then I just want to look over the rest of the league as far as cap room. They're saying we have negative 41 because we have a cap hold. So that what we're going to do is we're going to go to front office. We're going to go to cap holds, and we're going to let them know that you can let Josh Richardson become a free agent. Same thing with Tristan Thompson. We don't want any of these guys cap holds. They're not coming back. Even Culver, these 2 young guys got to go. Only want their cap holds. So now it says we have $21 million in cap room or cap space. So we have to just look through, trying to look through, take a scroll through and see, is there anything, anybody, any type of vet like a Joe Ingles? Joe Ingles would be a nice vet to put behind a Brandon Clark. Bring Joe Ingles off the bench, let him play the 4, small ball 4 or something. Is there a big that can shoot, that can come in and shoot the ball, space the floor for us? Like a Serge Ibaka, that would be nice. Somebody that we can, again, we want to look for guys that have some type of value. that we can flip at the trade deadline to a contender or somebody that's really trying to push it. 77-3 is not bad at all. I'm going to flip through some of these bigs and see what that three-point shot looking like. LaMarcus Aldridge. Should we sign LaMarcus Aldridge to a one-year deal, bring him back to Portland for a farewell type of situation? See if he can come be a mentor. Benelitza is a center. They have him at 84-3. I'm entertaining the LaMarcus idea. LaMarcus, $6 million. Let's see what LaMarcus would do. Ask about team prestige. Y'all aren't like the prestige organization or anything, but y'all ain't no joke. Y'all got some real solid history here. Let's see if we can bring LaMarcus in. 1 year, 8 point something, 8.12. Let's try to see if we can get him that. Get you to 8.12, LaMarcus. And just call it one. Maybe LaMarcus and Joe Ingles can be our two vets that we sign. Guys that can, I think, help us. And guys that I also think, like I said, we can trade at the deadline. Is there anybody else? What about fours? I want to look at real fours, older guys. Melo is out there. We found with Melo, Michael Beasley. That's not even a real Michael Beasley. I don't know why he's in this roster file. Whoever scenario this was really wanted him to be in here. So we're probably going to remove him out of the game. Maxi Kleber. I like Maxi Kleber for 3. He looking for like $3 million. Maxi Kleber with an 86.3 overall. You have used all your offers for today. Okay, I'll chill. So Jalen Brunson agrees. Anthony Simons agrees. LaMarcus Aldridge agrees. Let's bring them on board. So we got our guys, man. We got our guys. Yes, that is perfect. We got our guys, man. We got our guys. So who else was I looking at? I was looking at I forgot who I was looking at, y'all. Who was I looking at? And they said I had no more offers to give because now some of the guys are gone. Joe Ingles is gone. Joe Ingles is not there anymore. The power forward I was looking at, I don't think is here no more. Wow, we lost out. So maybe Otto Porter. What is his 3 looking like? Maxi Kleber is gone. That's who it was. Maxi Kleber, 79-3, 78. Cam Johnson is out here unrestricted, 83-3. He would fit in very nice in this Portland team. Let's see what Cam Johnson, $6 million. Few offers, no offers. They out here sleeping. The Suns let him walk somehow, some way. Let's see if we can pull something off. A 2-year deal for $18 million. Do we got that type of money? Let's see if we got that type of money, man. Let's see, because Cam Johnson off our bench behind Brandon Clark. I wouldn't be mad at that. 18.22. I'm gonna give him exactly what he asked for. Does that work for you now? And let's see if he accepts it, y'all, because this would be big. I think this would be big. I need to wait this, but I appreciate your time, Jonathan. My agent will reach out. Cool. And I want to bring in my guys. We want sign this. This would take the team over the salary cap. Then take him off. Bring in Anthony. We don't want to match. We want to let these two go because we want to agree. Where's the deal for Anthony Simons? We want this deal. We want these deals. Signing him would take us over the salary cap, so we got to decline that. We can't bring in. Wait, what if we took LaMarcus off? And would that help us? So we might take LaMarcus off and then just do these. And is that the deal? Are those the deals, or do I have to wait for the 3 days? I'm thinking I have to wait for the 3 days. That's what's stopping us. So let's go over again. We don't want to match Anthony. We want Anthony to sign the big deal. They're trying their best to make me sign Anthony Simons to the 1-year deal, but I don't want to sign him. I want to sign him outright. Why does 2K do this? So what do we sign? We sign him for 4 years, $60 million. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna edit his contract because they're trying to hold me. So that's what we'll do. So we got our guys back. That's the best part about it. And then we added him for what his contract was, and then we'll wrap up. His contract should be. They're not letting me add in. Okay, there it is. So it was 4 years, 60 million. I think the first year was about what, 12. I want to make sure I get it. The 4-year, $60 million deal. That would make all of his years be what? If he was signed to 60 million divided by 40, he's making about $15 million a year. So we're gonna give him 15 there. We're gonna it normally increases little by little. So I'm gonna do like 13 point. Then I'm gonna give him like 14. Then we'll go 15 on the money, right on the head. Where we at with it? 15.7, and then we'll wrap up with another. We'll do 15 on the head, and then 15 at the latest, or the last 15 we can do 15.75, and then that is 4 years. His deal should be, yep. Now we have him for 4 years, $58 million. Jaylen Brown, we are nice, man. I really like this team. I really like this team, man. I really like this team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, if LaMarcus is still out there, we could. It doesn't look like he is. I'm gonna try to give him $6 million or whatever I got, since we could, and then I'll wrap this episode up really quick for y'all. Edit offer, hey, LaMarcus, all I got for you is this right here, brother. All I got for you. My salary cap room, all I got for him is 6.5. What can I do? What can you do for 6.5, man? Come back to Portland. It's 6.5. I need to wait. Okay, 6.5. Hopefully that would be enough. We don't want that. We don't want that on our books. Let that go. Can we bring him in? We got LaMarcus. We got LaMarcus, y'all. We got LaMarcus. So that's a wrap, man. We got LaMarcus. This is our full roster. Let y'all see Jalen Brunson, Andrew Nembhard, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Anthony Simons, Terrence Shannon Jr., Jaylen Brown, Zaire Williams, Peyton Watson. We got Brandon Clark, Cam Johnson, Nikola Jovic, Greg Brown III. We got Robert Williams, Dwight Powell, and then we brought back LaMarcus Aldridge, probably for his potential last year. Maybe we'll see. Hopefully we can repeat some of the success we had last year. Next episode, we'll finish this off season and get into the season. Peace.